Hey, drop. Yeah, hey, drop.
Welcome. It's a little sad day. All right, man. Welcome to another episode of The Audible, hosted by your man, God of Dots. Just as a very somber day, but it's been a good day. Hope everybody's had a good day. Also, I hope, let me look at the chat real quick. Okay, Gator Girl's not here yet. Yeah, we got to talk about last night's game. Lakers go down. Sweep is... Oh, Jesus, don't mind me. Yeah, I knew you were showing up. Oh, boy, let me turn that off. Yes. Get the brooms out. Yoke and the Denver Nuggets gave us that.
Bye, Felicia.
One more time.
Bye, Felicia.
Lakers get swept. Denver Nuggets are in the NBA Finals. Congratulations to them. Very well deserved. They were the better team. I have no excuses. I mean, I can critique a whole lot of things about this series, a whole lot of things about this season, about my team. But hey, that's not to take away anything from what the Denver Nuggets did. They did what they were supposed to do. The better team won. I can't be mad at that, despite the effort put in by LeBron James, and we're going to kind of touch on his comments post-game, but to kind of get into the game, started out good. A lot of LeBron. LeBron was aggressive, probably the most aggressive he's been the entire series. Came out with a mindset he didn't want to go home. The team was playing at just sweeping. I know you are. Oh, I know y'all loving this one. But, it's like nobody came along for the ride. Yeah, Anthony Davis had a nice stat line, but leaves a lot to be desired for as talented as he is. Just the level of inconsistency, more so this season than seasons past. Just to be as talented as he is, to be as inconsistent as he is. And Darvin Ham, like I said, waited a little too long to pull the trigger on the D-Lo move. Should have been moved his ass to the bench. I don't know why you wait till down 3-0 to finally see what everybody else was seeing the entire playoffs. D-Lo, has, like I said, had a couple nice games scoring, but he is a liability on defense, and it's not that much of a factor on offense. And, I've watched D-Lo since he came out of college, and his game really hasn't changed. It really hasn't improved. But hey, he was on the team. I like to move Hachimura now. This comes to an interesting offseason. We're going to talk about tonight's game also. Boston, are they going to get swept? I mean, can you imagine that Boston and LA getting swept in the same postseason in the conference finals? Wow, that's crazy. But the Lakers have a lot of work to do this offseason, guys to re-sign, guys to possibly move on from, guys to possibly be moved and traded, possibly waived. Who do you re-sign? Austin Reeves is in line for an extension. Hachimura is in line for an extension. And let's talk about the elephant in the room. One, LeBron James. LeBron James post-game comments. For the first time in 20 seasons, he's actually kind of come out and slowly, to me, what I took from it was, Father Time is finally catching up to LeBron. I mean, it happens. It happens to everybody. It happens to the best of them. I still think LeBron is better than 90% of the NBA players that's out today. But I mean, you got to think about the wear and tear, the grind of 20 straight years of brilliance. The long regular seasons, the long postseasons, the Olympic runs. I mean, he's done it all. I mean, it's a lot of miles on them tires. A lot of miles on his tires. Gator Girl says stunt queen antics. This saying it for attention. I don't know. This season, more so than most seasons, considering how they started out. I don't think he's retiring. But I mean, you get this far into the postseason in as many years as he's played. I mean, I took it as an honest. Maybe you caught up in the moment, maybe caught up in your emotions. You realized all the work that you put in didn't really mean anything. And it's sad to say that, but in the world of sports, you either win or you lose. And you can take consolation prizes, you can see the glass half full, but most great players, they don't win and look at this, glass half empty. Like, we made improvements and all that kind of stuff. We turned our season around, but at the end of the day, we're gonna watch somebody else hold up the trophy. Miss Murph says he doesn't really have anything else to prove. He stopped having stuff to prove years ago. It's just the drive to stay relevant in the league, have an opportunity to do something that very few professional athletes at this level have a chance to do. Maybe play with his son. I'm like, yeah. I mean, take a break. You've earned it. I mean, hell of a season. Off season's looking already kind of interesting. Like you said, it's already been reports that Kyrie Irving is interested in coming to the Lakers. That becomes a salary cap thing, and with the new CBA coming in, I don't know. Can you field a team with AD, LeBron, Kyrie, and 9 guys on league minimum and be competitive during the season? I don't know. That's something you have to kind of look at. It's also early reports that Lakers may be in the Trae Young sweepstakes. I would pass on that. That was me, but hey, I'm not Rob Pelinka. I'm not Rob Pelinka, but let's focus more on what the Denver Nuggets did. It was a disciplined team. Disciplined team came out last night, despite being down 15, despite weathering the storm of LeBron playing at an all-time great level in that first half. Decided, hey, we trying to close these guys out. Let's go out here, play disciplined basketball, and really blew the doors off them in that third quarter. Blew the door. I want to say it was 36-16 in the third. Yoke was brilliant. Murray came along, adjusted his game according to how the defense was playing. The outside shot was falling. Hey, let's get into the mid. Let's get into the paint. Key, contributions from KCP. Aaron Gordon contributed. Denver was just a better team. Maybe not the sexiest team to watch. Maybe they're not household names. Denver Nuggets are not big time on the ratings. They're not big as far as TV execs are concerned. But hey, they are the number 1 seed for a reason. So congratulations to them. I think they'll end up playing Miami. I don't think Boston's coming back from a 3-0 hole. I think that'll be a good series. It may not be a sexy series for a lot of casual fans, but I think true basketball fans can really appreciate the quality of basketball, the quality of coaching you're going to be seeing in the NBA Finals between the Heat and the Nuggets. I'm looking forward to it. Just as a pure basketball fan, Yoke, it's going to be Yoke, but I think Jimmy's going to have to be playoff Jimmy a couple times in the Nuggets series to be competitive. I do have Denver obviously being the favorite, but not if Miami wins, it's not like a shock to the world because the run they've been on this postseason has been one for you can talk about coming in as an 8 seed, taking out the 1, beating New York when New York was a higher seed, possibly and more than likely sweeping Boston on out of here. So You can't take nothing away from them. But yeah, Getty girl says the best. What's going on the fraud? Yeah. Gordon played. I finally broke out. I think Gordon has finally kind of settled into his role as an NBA player. Came in the league thinking he was going to be a prolific scorer. I think I like that he's accepted his role with the Denver Nuggets. They don't ask him to do too much. They don't ask him to initiate the offense. Crash the glass, run the floor. We'll find you. That's one of the benefits of playing with a yoke. He makes it a whole lot easier for you to kind of get into your shot set, and where you don't have to work that hard. Like I like what I saw from Aaron Gordon, this entire season, but more this postseason. No ego, no, I need the ball. I like, that's the culture they have in Denver. Denver is a very unselfish team. You don't hear a lot of I's, you hear a lot of we's. So I can appreciate that as a basketball fan, because Yo could be complain, but Yo doesn't complain. Hey, I just keep playing the game. I keep going. Whatever I got to do for the team to win, that means scoring more tonight, rebounding more, focusing more on setting up the offense with the assists. I do that. Jamal Murray's the same way, and when you your two-star players really play off of each other like that, it creates a beautiful harmony on the court. I like Murray and Yoke together. Back to my Lakers. Like I said, AD for me leaves a lot to be desired. Can be dominant one game, and don't be confused by a stat line last night, because in the third quarter, when it was clear to everybody that was watching the game that LeBron was running on fumes. He gave all he had in that first half and was basically running on fumes. You would think AD, this is your chance to kind of step up, rise to the occasion. You only gave you 2 points in the third quarter. That literally says it all. Gator Girl said, Yoke literally said he didn't care about his MVP trophy. I like you. I like watching Yoke. I can appreciate his game. Like I said, it ain't sexy. But it is beautiful basketball when you watch him play. Like I said, he's not going to give you highlight reel dunks. He's not going to be chase down blocks on nobody, but Yoke does, he understands what his skill set is. He understands, how to get where he needs to get to and how that benefits his team. I mean, for a big man in this day and age to literally average a triple-double during a regular season, and, two-time MVP, but, doesn't have the attitude, doesn't care about the awards. I just want to win. And I think that's the big difference between him and Embiid. I think Embiid is a much more talented big man on both sides of the court. But yoke mentality, it leads to winning basketball, leads to a winning basketball culture. How you doing, Miss VS? Yeah, I mean, get a girl. The Lakers was in it, all 4 games, but good team basketball by the Nuggets. They weren't relying on one guy. Murray carried him for a couple games. Yoke had a big game one. Last night you saw the Aaron Gordons, and everybody kind of chipped in, and it's like, what, we're down, but we're not out of it. Because a lot of other teams, considering that situation, home crowd, LeBron's got it going, a lot of teams would have folded. And you can see the fatigue and LeBron like coming down the stretch. I mean, especially, he was burnt for his first half. He gave it all he had. Like I said, I'm not going to make excuses. I know it was being reported about the foot injury and all that, but I mean, he was out there. So, Gator Girl, do you want your 5 minutes or not? Just let me know, and I will drop the link. You can have your 5 minutes uninterrupted, as promised. If not, I'll continue with the show. Maybe you need a little motivation. Gator Girl says, between Murray and Jimmy, I'd rather have Murray. I don't know about that. Maybe going forward. Let me get it once the finals is set. Okay. All right, I got you. Maybe going forward. Murray's a lot younger player, but you could build a culture around Jimmy Butler. I don't know about Murray. I like Murray. They're two different kind of style players, but you know, the question I would have for you, Gator Girl, do you think Jamal Murray could lead a team such as the Miami Heat with the players they have to a conference finals? I mean, and Jimmy's on the verge of taking this Miami squad who didn't have talent the first time around and is about to drag them back to the NBA finals again. Do you really think Jamal Murray could carry that Miami Heat team that they have constructed down there to the conference finals, to the NBA finals? You really think that could happen? Like I said, I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to that NBA finals. I think it's going to be a beautiful basketball. But like I said, it's probably not going to do well in the ratings because as much as basketball fans know who Jokic is, I don't think the national TV audience is going to be excited by watching Denver and Miami play because it's not going to be it's going to be good basketball, but it's not going to be highlight reel dunks and the kind of stuff the NBA hopes for each and every season. Because trust me, Denver is a good team, but that's not the team if Adam Silver had to pick for as far as TV ratings. They don't move the needle. But like I said, they're the best team in the West for a reason. He would rather have use the conference ain't serious. Gabe Vincent. I mean, you keep saying who's Gabe Vincent and Caleb Martin. You think Jamal Murray could literally take that group on the run that they have gone? You really think Jamal Murray could do that? I tend to disagree. And I like Murray's game. I've liked Murray since coming out of Kentucky, but I don't see Murray dragging that squad let's call it for what it is, because tonight, if it don't end tonight, it's ended soon before the weekend. What's today? Tuesday. Yeah. If it don't end tonight, it'll end Thursday. So before the weekend, that series will be wrapped up. I don't think Murray takes that Miami Heat team to the finals. I just don't. I think Jimmy Butler, what he has there, his mindset, buying into the Miami culture and how it just fits naturally with his play style, his mentality, the beautiful synergy he has with Eric Spoelstra. For this postseason, Murray has been big time this postseason. It's been, he's been big time. I'm I've been singing his praises every time he goes out there and has a magnificent performance. Hell, he gave Denver 2 games and against my Lakers single-handedly. Did damage. I blamed Arm Ham for that. Jesus Christ, man, how long are you going to keep riding the D'Lo train? D'Lo, he's a starting caliber point guard, but he brings occasional offense, and and that I don't understand this for guys to be this young but to look so confused and unathletic on defense is crazy to me. It's crazy to me. Like D'Lo, like he struggles to move his feet. Oh God, it's like whoever he's guarding it, they running whoever offense on him. Whoever gets D'Lo, take it to him because he can't move his feet. He don't provide no kind of defensive pressure. He don't know how to sit down in the chair. And hey, but no excuses. No excuses. Let's see. Tip off is at 9:30. Before I kind of get up out of here, it was some NFL news that I kind of wanted to touch on. Where was it at? I forgot where I put it because I had it saved. For my boxing fans, it's also been announced that Spence will be fighting Crawford finally. We'll see if that fight actually goes down. I know them guys have been trying to They've been talking about doing it and all the other stuff, but we'll see if that fight actually goes down. But where is my information? Oh man, I can't find it. Okay, but anyway, I mean, come July, I'll be really focused in on the NFL because NBA will be over, and as much as I could enjoy a game of baseball, it's too many games for me to be covering and getting too excited about it. What's going on, Keeper? Yeah, you are now our little hidey hole over here. Laying a peace and positivity. Of course, you're celebrating America's team is always up on the big screen. But no, like I said yesterday, if you missed it, yeah, I'll be kind of transitioning the channel to more of a football channel starting around July. That'll give me enough time to kind of work on some other stuff. And I will still be doing shows, but around that time it'll be the real transition to the NFL. I've already kind of, like I said, working on scripts and video ideas and all that good stuff, and we'll see how I go. As far as at the content level. But before I kind of get up out of here, it was something else that came across my radar late though. Let me pull it back up. Goodness. I said I was gonna kind of include it into the show, weave it in there somehow. Okay, yeah. For those who don't watch the WNBA, new season is kicked off. And Brittany Griner's back. I'll be fine. Thanks. Brittany Griner is back, and her coach, had some commentary about we as fans, I guess local fans in her area, should have been ashamed of themselves because Brittany Griner didn't have a sellout for her first home game. Let me say this, and I can respect women's basketball, but let's keep it honest. Pro women's basketball has never really been a hot ticket item to the general public. I'm just gonna keep it a buck. It's big on the college scene, and it's only really big in certain areas, or certain teams have very large following for women's basketball. Not to say that it's not good basketball, because it is. If you're just watching it, to be watching it is beautiful to watch the women play. The use of cuts and actually running the offense and not depending on superior athleticism and all that. Like, you see good defense all the way around. The fundamentals of basketball are really on display when you watch women's college basketball. But for her to be like, yeah, she should have had a sellout, like, pump your brakes. Pump your brakes. She has a story to tell, and she's already, I don't know if she's released it yet, already working on a book on that. She'll have plenty of times to do interviews as the season kind of goes along, and I don't know how they do all-star voting for the WNBA, but I'm pretty sure she'll be at top of that. So she'll have enough time to get her message out, get her exposure. But don't shame fans because they didn't want to come and sell out an arena just to see her return to WNBA. I was gonna keep it a buck. Just a casual fan, this is not interested. And this, it's sad. Because it's good basketball, but when you're talking about people paying their hard-earned money to go see an event, you can't shame them because they don't want to see the product that you have out there. And not to say that your product is bad, just it's just like the Detroit Pistons. Like, that's the NBA team, but how many people are willing to shell out they hard-earned money on a regular basis to go out there and see them guys play? It just is what it is. I don't know if she thought she was going to get a Beyonce-sized crowd to come see Brittany Griner, but you were sadly mistaken. Keeper says they can't hold the masses accountable for that. People support whether like exactly. Like I said, I saw that clip of her complaining about that. I was like, you gotta I mean, let's keep it a buck. I mean, it wasn't like Brittany Griner was selling out stadiums before the whole fiasco in Russia. So let's pump your brakes. Pump your brakes on that. Yeah, shame tax will make the crowd stay away. I mean, you probably have to give me some tickets to a WNBA game. You know, I'd rather watch it on TV if I'm going to watch it. I would spend more money to go see LSU versus South Carolina women's college basketball before I pay to go see a WNBA game. I mean, the atmosphere is better. The crowd is livelier. I mean, it's the WNBA, and I'm not taking shots, but I mean, yeah, understand where you guys are barely staying afloat, and that's even with the NBA support structure in place. Like, I mean, it's the reason why a lot of those women go overseas and play basketball, because you guys not even making no money here with the WNBA. That's why Brittany was over in Russia, because Russia pays. Them overseas teams, they pay more. They're not as jaded as American basketball fans overseas. They'll pay top dollar to have them play for their team and their leagues. Over here, I mean, how many of y'all even knew the WNBA season started? I mean, this being real. I mean, like, yeah, Gator Girl, women's college basketball has been lit from the days of when Tennessee was dominant, UConn was dominant. Now, I mean, LSU is the hot ticket. South Carolina with Dawn Staley coaching. I mean, women's college basketball has been lit. I mean, the WNBA is, as much as they've tried to bring that bring that NBA type entertainment, it just don't hit like that. It just don't. I mean, you can see the difference between a NBA crowd and a college basketball crowd, men or women's. I mean, you can't. Maybe Lakers Celtics in like a game, NBA Finals contest can bring that level of excitement. I mean, have these people ever watched a Duke Carolina game? I mean, for her to be like, yeah, should have been sold out for what? She wasn't selling out before her incident. So what makes you think she's gonna sell out now? Keeper says maybe they should step their marketing PR up. It's not even Keeper. It's not even PR and marketing for real. It's just a different atmosphere on a pro level. And as much as they have the commercials, as much as they add teams to the WNBA, it just doesn't resonate with the general fan. It just doesn't resonate with the general fan. I mean, it took a while for even women's college basketball to get on, but once it got on, it's been on. Once it got on, it's been on. It's just, you can't have the NBA formula and hyping up the star players, and they've got some great legendary players who have come to the WNBA, but they just don't put butts in the seats. They don't put butts in the seats. It's just you can't match that you see on the college level. NBA crowds are more when you're talking about going to an NBA game or even a WNBA game. You're talking about more adult age people, probably over 30. Bringing their kids, family occasion, a date is not really attracting that young audience, but it's not even meant to attract that young audience. It's meant to attract that paying audience. So, but I just kind of wanted to slide that in there before I kind of slide up on out of here, get ready for the broom to be brought down on Boston. It's only fitting. We got swept. Damn it, they need to get swept too. But we'll see. We'll see if Boston comes out with some fight or they're gonna lay down like they did in Game 3. We'll see. If nothing else, if all hearts and minds are clear, I guess Gator Girl, once tonight is over, tomorrow's show, same bad time, same bad channel. I guess you get your 5 minutes uninterrupted. If you're still listening, because I ain't seen you in a minute, do you want your gator chomping on the screen while you running your mouth? Just let me know. I'll make sure I get that up. If not, you know, I mean, you can be talking with the greatest, you know, sports team in you know, in the world on the screen in the background while you talk. What's going on? How you doing? So just let me know. No, you don't want it. Hey, I'm an accommodating host. I'm an accommodating host. So if you wanted that Florida Gators, you know, stuff, and this, because you know with me it's always roll tide, roll mother tide. And I only need about a minute and a half. So we say the Gators for August. I got you. You know, of course I'll be in full football mode then. Probably start off with the NFL and slowly start working my way to college football, kind of marrying them up. But we're working on it. We're working on getting that together. I only need about a minute and a half. My ass. You gonna take 5 minutes. I know you. You ain't gonna let that opportunity to ride just talking together. I won't say a word. I'll let you just have the flow uninterrupted and let you just go in on whoever you want to go in on. I won't say a goddamn thing. But you know, I'll get mine back. Don't worry about it. But I appreciate everybody for coming out, listening in. Like I say, want to get ready for the sweep of Boston tonight. Go Heat. Been good. Still don't have an outro, but I'm out.